that late-night craving hits, what do you reach for? If it's something sugary or processed, you could be unknowingly accelerating the very things you worry about: cognitive decline and weakening vision. But what if you could satisfy that craving with something that does the exact opposite? For the next hour, we're going to expose the common bedtime snacks that harm your brain and eyes, and then reveal the delicious, simple fruits that actively work to repair them while you sleep. The first swap we'll make can fundamentally change the quality of your sleep, starting tonight. We begin with the core truth. Your body and brain use the night for massive, critical repair work. Think of it as your internal maintenance crew clocking in when you clock out. While you sleep, your brain is busy consolidating memories from the day. It's also flushing out metabolic waste products that build up during waking hours. This cleaning process is vital for protecting your long-term memory. At the same time, your eyes are repairing tissues and recovering from light strain. Now consider the typical nightly mistake: a handful of processed cookies, a bowl of ice cream, some salty crackers or chips. These snacks flood your system with simple sugars and highly inflammatory fats right when your body is preparing for rest. Instead of easing into recovery, you trigger a biological emergency. The massive sugar spike forces your pancreas to release a surge of insulin. This is a disruptive, stressful process that elevates your heart rate and body temperature. Instead of deep, restorative sleep, the kind needed for memory consolidation, your sleep becomes light and fragmented. Your body is preoccupied dealing with the sugar rush. When you sabotage your deep sleep, you directly sabotage your memory. The memories you made that day simply don't get filed away correctly. The inflammation caused by this cycle affects your eyes too. The tiny, delicate blood vessels that supply the retina, the part of the eye responsible for sharp vision, are highly sensitive to chronic inflammation and poor circulation. Every time you reach for that inflammatory snack, you hinder the overnight repair these vessels desperately need. You are adding to the overall oxidative stress burden the eyes must fight off. This is why small, wise choices before bed can make a monumental difference in waking up sharper and clearer. The real problem isn't the sugar itself. It's the instability the sugar rush creates. You get a spike followed by an equally dramatic crash about 2 hours into sleep. That crash often wakes people up or pulls them out of their essential deep sleep phase. This is the moment your brain needs most for repair, and you've disrupted the entire cycle. Before we dive into the specific fruits that are the antidote to this nightly sabotage, let's solidify this understanding. Avoiding the mistake is the first step toward better vision and memory. If you are committed to making wiser choices for your later years, understanding the science behind your health, and cutting through the noise, hit that subscribe button now. We are dedicated to bringing you powerful, evidence-based insights every week. What are the 3 biggest mistakes seniors commonly make at night? First, consuming high glycemic index foods, anything that turns into sugar fast. Think white bread, certain cereals, or large servings of plain rice. These have zero nutritional benefit for overnight repair and cause the disruptive spike and crash cycle we just discussed. Second, eating large portions too close to bedtime. Digestion requires significant energy. If your body is busy churning through a large meal, It cannot focus on restorative sleep, memory consolidation, and cellular repair. It's a zero-sum game. Third, relying on heavily salted processed snacks. While they don't spike blood sugar like candy, they often contain trans fats and other inflammatory compounds that create an environment of systemic stress. Salt can also disrupt the delicate fluid balance needed for quality sleep and eye health. The good news is that reversing this damage doesn't require drastic change. It simply requires a switch-in approach. For the rest of the hour, we will look at how to replace these damaging late-night habits with 5 specific, delicious fruits. These aren't just empty calories. They are packed with compounds like anthocyanins, lutein, and natural melatonin. These compounds don't just sit there. They actively work while you sleep to promote healthy blood flow, reduce inflammation, and ensure your brain gets the cleaning cycle it needs. We are using the night's repair window to our advantage. Now, let's begin with the first powerful swap. It's a simple, tiny fruit that is truly the king of neuroprotection. The very first swap we need to make is for those moments when you crave something sweet and satisfying, but you need maximum brain protection. The answer lies in the *dot blueberry. Forget the candy bar. Forget the sugary cereal. Your wiser choice is a small handful of blueberries, especially the wild variety, eaten about 30 minutes to an hour before you plan to sleep. Why the blueberry? It's all about a group of compounds called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that give blueberries their deep blue color. And here is where the magic happens. These compounds are specifically known to cross the blood-brain barrier. This is a crucial protective layer around your brain. Many substances can't get through, but anthocyanins can. Once they are inside, they can neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress right in the memory centers of your brain. Think of it this way. Your brain is a highly metabolic organ. It produces waste just by thinking. Oxidative stress is essentially the rust that builds up. Anthocyanins are like the specialized cleanser that fights this rust, particularly during the repair window of sleep. Studies have strongly linked consistent blueberry consumption to improved neuronal signaling. This means your brain cells talk to each other more efficiently. Over time, this daily habit may help reinforce your memory pathways. But the benefits aren't limited to the brain. Your eyes also benefit immensely. The retina requires constant protection from blue light and oxidative damage. The same anthocyanins that help your brain also bolster the health of the capillaries in your eyes. This improved circulation and antioxidant protection helps maintain the integrity of your sight. A simple serving size is key here, especially before bed. You don't need a massive bowl. A quarter to a half cup is perfectly sufficient. This provides the necessary dose of anthocyanins without overwhelming your system with too much sugar. Remember, the goal is stability. Another great aspect of the blueberry swap is its minimal impact on blood sugar compared to processed sweets. They have a relatively low glycemic load when eaten whole, especially if you pair them with a small amount of healthy fat, like a few almonds, for even slower absorption. If fresh blueberries are too expensive or out of season, frozen ones are often even better. Flash freezing preserves the nutrient content, sometimes locking in a higher concentration of those powerful anthocyanins. Simply thaw a small handful for 10 minutes or toss them into a very small plain yogurt. This is your first step toward nightly brain and vision repair. It's a simple swap, but it carries a powerful payload for your wisdom years. Now let's move to the second critical swap, aimed squarely at solving that restless night or fragmented sleep that ruins the next day's clarity. This next fruit is nature's best-kept secret for regulating your internal clock. The second major mistake people make is not prioritizing the quality of their sleep. Deep, restorative sleep is the absolute foundation for sharp memory. You can eat all the brain-healthy foods you want, but without proper sleep, your brain simply can't process and store information. Our second crucial swap directly addresses this by bringing in nature's own sleep regulator, tart cherries. Asterisk. When people struggle with sleep, they often reach for synthetic aids, but the tart cherry offers a gentle, natural alternative. The reason it works is simple. Tart cherries are one of the few natural food sources that contain significant levels of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that signals to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Unlike supplements, where dosing can be unpredictable, the melatonin in tart cherries works synergistically with other beneficial compounds. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm, promoting not just the onset of sleep, but better quality sleep. Why does sleep quality matter so much for memory? While you are in deep sleep, your brain shifts from taking in information to cleaning and organizing it. This is when short-term memories become long-term knowledge. Fragmented sleep, waking up multiple times or staying in light sleep, interrupts this essential filing process. By consuming tart cherries, or more practically, a small serving of tart cherry juice concentrate before bed, you are giving your body the natural signal it needs for a smooth transition into restorative rest. This is vital for memory consolidation. Furthermore, tart cherries are loaded with potent anti-inflammatory agents. While melatonin helps you sleep, the powerful antioxidants in the cherries are busy fighting inflammation across your entire system, including your eyes. Chronic inflammation contributes to many age-related eye conditions. By reducing systemic inflammation overnight, the tart cherry helps create a healthier environment for your retina and macula to repair. For this swap, the best delivery method is often pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice concentrate mixed with a little water. You only need a small shot glass amount, about 30 milliliters, 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. This avoids the bulk of eating the whole fruit and delivers the compounds quickly. Ensure it is asterisk tart cherry juice, not sweet cherry, as the tart variety has much higher concentrations of the beneficial compounds. If juice is not for you, a small amount of dried tart cherries is another option, but watch the sugar content. The key is consistency. Make this simple drink a non-negotiable part of your winding down routine. By prioritizing better sleep, you are fundamentally strengthening your brain's ability to remember and your eyes' ability to see clearly. We've covered clarity and sleep. Now let's tackle another major nightly mistake: skipping the nutrients essential for the physical structure of your eye. The next fruit is a tropical powerhouse, and it helps you see the world more clearly. The third mistake is ignoring the need for structural support for your vision. While antioxidants fight inflammation, your eyes also require specific building blocks to maintain their clarity and function as you age. Our third powerful swap is asterisk dox gulka dox kiwi fruit dox wheeze. Most people think of citrus when they think of vitamin C, but the unassuming kiwi is a nutritional powerhouse often overlooked. It is an excellent source of vitamin C and vitamin E, along with lutein and zeaxanthin. This combination is precisely what makes the kiwi a powerful ally for eye health, especially when eaten before bed. Lutein and zeaxanthin are often called the eye vitamins. They are carotenoids that your body concentrates in the macula, the central part of the retina, responsible for sharp, detailed vision. These compounds act like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and protecting the macula from oxidative damage. Why is consumption before bed important? Because the macula and retina have been working hard all day, absorbing light and processing images. The night is their prime repair time. Providing the building blocks, lutein and zeaxanthin, through a kiwi ensures those protective compounds are available when your eyes need them most for repair and replenishment. But the kiwi offers a dual benefit, helping memory through better sleep. Kiwi fruit contains natural serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, but it is also a precursor to melatonin. By gently boosting your natural serotonin levels, kiwi consumption can help improve your overall sleep quality and duration. A study actually showed that people who ate 2 kiwis 1 hour before bedtime experienced faster sleep onset and improved overall sleep efficiency. This reinforces our central theme: better sleep equals better memory. If you are falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer, your brain has more time for that deep cleaning and memory consolidation process. For this swap, simply eating 1 or 2 ripe kiwi fruits an hour before bed is the ideal method. They are low in sugar compared to some other fruits, and provide a good source of fiber, which helps moderate any blood sugar response. We've now established a routine that supports brain clarity, deep sleep, and direct eye protection. But what about the fundamental issue of blood flow? Poor circulation is a silent enemy of both the brain and the eyes. Our next swap targets this crucial circulatory pathway. It involves a fruit often associated with celebration, but which deserves a daily place in your wisdom routine. The fourth nightly mistake is neglecting your vascular health. Both your brain and your eyes rely on a dense network of tiny blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. As we age, these vessels can narrow and lose elasticity. Any food that improves circulation is a win for both memory and vision. Our fourth powerful swap focuses on the asterisked pomegranate. The pomegranate is a powerhouse for cardiovascular health, and that health extends directly to the brain and the retina. The deep red color of the areoles, the seeds inside, is due to highly concentrated polyphenols. These compounds, particularly one called punicologen, are incredibly powerful. When you consume pomegranate, these compounds help your body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural vasodilator. This means it helps relax and widen your blood vessels, promoting better blood flow throughout the body. Why is this critical before bed? Improving cerebral blood flow means more oxygen can reach the memory centers of the brain while you sleep. Good blood flow also supports the glymphatic system, which is the brain's waste removal system. When the glymphatic system is optimized during sleep, it can more efficiently flush out waste proteins, which is crucial for long-term cognitive health. In your eyes, the retina has one of the highest metabolic demands in the body. If the circulation to the retinal vessels is compromised, vision suffers. Pomegranate helps ensure that nutrient delivery and waste removal are functioning optimally, directly supporting the health of your eyesight. To make this swap practical, eating a small handful of fresh pomegranate arils is excellent. They provide fiber and a satisfying crunch. Alternatively, use a small serving of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. It's important to look for 100% juice without added sugars, as the concentrate is very potent. By incorporating pomegranate into your evening routine, you are taking a direct step toward maintaining the flexible, open pathways needed for peak mental function and sharp vision. It is a proactive defense against the narrowing of arteries that can compromise both the mind and the eye. We have addressed neuroprotection, sleep quality, structural eye defense, and circulation. Our final fruit swap focuses on a compound that ties all these benefits together, the ultimate cellular protector. This fruit is often associated with wine, but you don't need alcohol to reap its powerful benefits. The final nightly mistake is underestimating the power of cellular defense against aging. Every cell in your body, especially those in your rapidly firing brain and light-absorbing eyes, is under constant attack from daily stressors. We need a strong defense system. Our fifth and final powerful swap is *red grapes*, focusing specifically on the compound resveratrol. Red and purple grapes, particularly their skins, contain high concentrations of resveratrol. This compound has gained enormous attention in the scientific community for its potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Resveratrol is linked to longevity and plays a significant role in protecting cell integrity throughout the body. For the brain, resveratrol may help protect nerve cells from damage and improve synaptic plasticity, which is the ability of your brain to form new connections, the very mechanism of learning and memory. By fighting inflammation in the hippocampus, the memory hub of the brain, you are actively supporting long-term cognitive function. For your eyes, resveratrol's anti-inflammatory action is crucial. It helps protect the delicate cells of the retina against chronic stress that contributes to age-related vision changes. Think of resveratrol as a powerful shield, reinforcing your cells against the constant bombardment of daily life and allowing the overnight repair process to be more effective. The beauty of the red grape swap is its simplicity and satisfying texture. A small handful of washed organic red or purple grapes is an excellent late-night snack. They are hydrating and provide a gentle source of energy without causing a dramatic sugar spike, especially when you maintain a small portion size. Some people find frozen grapes to be an incredibly refreshing and slow-to-eat nighttime treat. Freezing changes the texture and forces you to consume them slower, which aids in digestion and satisfaction. We have now covered the 5 essential swaps: blueberries for neuroprotection, tart cherries for deep sleep, kiwi for structural eye support, pomegranate for circulation, and red grapes for cellular defense. These 5 fruits, incorporated into your evening ritual, transform a damaging habit into a proactive health strategy. But what happens when you combine these powerful elements? We are not suggesting you eat all 5 every single night. The wisdom lies in rotation and synergy. Let's talk about how to integrate these fruits into a simple, sustainable routine without causing blood sugar issues. This is where most people get the implementation wrong. Now we address the common pitfalls and objections. The biggest worry people have about eating fruit before bed is, understandably, the sugar content. They fear blood sugar spikes that interfere with sleep or weight management. This is a valid concern, and it highlights the difference between making a mistake and making a wise swap. When you eat processed cookies or ice cream, the simple sugars are immediately absorbed into your bloodstream, leading to a rapid spike and the disruptive crash we discussed earlier. The lack of fiber in these processed foods makes the sugar hit your system all at once. However, when you eat whole, fiber-rich fruits in small, mindful portions, the effect is entirely different. The fiber acts like a speed bump, slowing down the release of natural sugars into your bloodstream. This creates a much gentler curve, leading to stability, not chaos. The key is portion control and timing. A serving size of fruit before bed should be small. Think half a cup of berries, 1 to 2 kiwis, or a quarter cup of pomegranate arils. Do not substitute an entire dinner with a massive bowl of fruit. This is not the goal. Furthermore, we recommend eating your fruit snack approximately * 60 to 90 minutes before your planned bedtime. This gives your body ample time to begin digestion before you lie down, preventing digestive discomfort and allowing those beneficial compounds to enter your bloodstream right as your body begins its wind-down cycle. For those managing blood sugar, focusing on the lower glycemic load options is crucial. Berries, particularly blueberries and raspberries, are excellent choices. Pairing the fruit with a small source of healthy fat or protein, such as a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt, a few almonds, or a sprinkle of chia seeds, can further slow sugar absorption and increase satiety. The fat or protein acts as an additional buffer. Another mistake is drinking too much liquid close to bedtime. If you choose the tart cherry juice concentrate, make sure you mix it with minimal water and consume it well before sleeping to avoid disrupting your rest with bathroom breaks. Again, timing and portion are paramount to success. Our goal is not perfection but consistency. Focus on swapping out your most damaging nightly habit for one of these wise fruit choices 4 to 5 nights a week. This consistent input of neuroprotective compounds will provide far greater benefits than an occasional, large, and impulsive effort. We have established the tom what and the tom know how. Now, let's look at the powerful synergy of complementary rituals that amplify the benefits of these 5 fruits, ensuring your brain and eyes get the absolute best rest possible. Eating the right fruit is a powerful piece of the puzzle, but the mistake most people make is stopping there. True primetime wisdom involves creating an entire environment conducive to healing. Your nightly fruit snack is the time catalyst, and the surrounding rituals are the amplifier. First, let's talk about light. The single biggest inhibitor of melatonin production, even if you've just consumed tart cherries, is blue light exposure. Blue light, emitted heavily by smartphones, tablets, and televisions, signals to your brain that it's daytime. This immediately slams the brakes on your natural sleep cycle. The complementary ritual is a *entrées digital curfew. About 90 minutes before bed, put all blue light-emitting devices away. Instead of scrolling, Transition to reading a physical book under a soft, amber or red-toned lamp. This simple change allows your brain to naturally release the sleep hormones that the fruit is there to support. You can't ask your brain to consolidate memories if you don't allow it to drift into deep sleep in the first place. Second, consider the asterisk temperature. Your body needs to cool down slightly to initiate and maintain deep sleep. A small drop in core body temperature is a signal that repair time has begun. The complementary ritual here is a warm bath or shower, about an hour before bed. Paradoxically, stepping out of the warm water actually encourages your body temperature to drop, signaling the start of the restorative process. This also creates a wonderful sense of calm, reducing the cortisol levels that interfere with memory filing. Third, ensure you practice asterisk hydration discipline, DARIS. While we want to avoid large amounts of liquid right before bed, being dehydrated is terrible for your eyes. Dry eyes can lead to nighttime discomfort and strain. The wise choice is sipping water throughout the evening, finishing your main hydration by the time you consume your fruit snack. If you choose the tart cherry juice, pair it with just a small glass of water early in the evening. Proper hydration supports the cellular structure of the eye and aids the circulatory benefits of fruits like pomegranate. By combining the 5 fruit swaps with these 3 simple rituals, the digital curfew, temperature regulation, and hydration discipline, you are not just treating a symptom. You are optimizing your body's entire overnight repair protocol. This is how small acts of wisdom compound into significant improvements in memory, clarity, and vision over time. Now, let's bring this all together with a sample nightly plan. This makes the commitment actionable and removes the guesswork, ensuring you consistently give your brain and eyes the support they deserve. Putting this knowledge into practice requires a simple schedule. Let's map out a powerful, proactive evening, starting about 2 hours before you intend to sleep. Asterisk 2 hours before bed. Asterisk, asterisk. This is your digital curfew. Turn off all screens. Transition to a calming activity, like listening to quiet music or reading a book. Prepare your chosen fruit snack. If you are having tart cherry juice, drink the small serving now. This gives the melatonin signal plenty of time to work on your circadian rhythm. If you opted for a warm shower, take it now to initiate that beneficial temperature drop. Asterisk 1 hour before bed. Asterisk, asterisk, consume your chosen fruit swap. This could be half a cup of blueberries with a few almonds, 2 kiwis, or a handful of frozen grapes. Eat it slowly and mindfully. This timing allows the fiber and beneficial compounds, like the lutein or anthocyanins, to enter your system as you wind down, but ensures the majority of the simple sugar absorption happens before sleep officially begins. This also helps reduce nighttime hunger pangs that might otherwise lead you back to those damaging processed snacks. Asterisk 15 minutes before bed. Asterisk, asterisk, perform a simple mental ritual. This supports memory consolidation by organizing thoughts. Instead of worrying or listing anxieties, take 2 minutes to simply list 3 things you are grateful for from the day, or quickly summarize 3 positive events. This practice shifts your mind from a state of stress to one of calm reflection. Studies show a calm mind before sleep is better prepared for memory processing. Asterisk bedtime. Asterisk, asterisk. Focus on darkness and quiet. Total darkness is crucial for melatonin production. Ensure your room is cool, dark, and quiet. To maximize the long-term benefits of this routine, we recommend creating a weekly rotation of the 5 fruits. This ensures you get a broad spectrum of nutrients, from the vitamin C in kiwi to the resveratrol in red grapes, without nutritional monotony. For example, on Monday, focus on circulation with pomegranate. Tuesday, focus on sleep with tart cherries. Wednesday, focus on neuroprotection with blueberries. Thursday, focus on structural support with kiwi, and so on. This keeps your routine fresh and ensures a consistent supply of different antioxidants. Remember, every night is an opportunity for renewal. When you make the deliberate swap, choosing a handful of grapes over a handful of chips, you are making a deposit into your long-term memory and vision bank. You are moving from a passive victim of aging to an active manager of your prime years. We've covered the common mistakes, the 5 powerful fruit swaps, and the complementary rituals. Now let's address some final important considerations, particularly focusing on how to maintain this wisdom even when life gets complicated. Maintaining wise habits requires flexibility, especially as we age. Life doesn't always allow for perfectly timed rituals, and sometimes access to fresh fruit is limited. This is where adaptation comes into play, ensuring you never fall back into those damaging nightly mistakes. What if fresh produce is not accessible or affordable year-round? This is not a barrier. Frozen fruits, especially blueberries and grapes, are fantastic alternatives. As mentioned earlier, they are often frozen at peak ripeness, locking in those high concentrations of beneficial compounds. Simply keep a bag in your freezer and pull out your small serving ahead of time. This is a cost-effective and consistently potent option. What about those who struggle with dental health or chewing difficulties? If whole fruits are challenging, opt for smoothies, but be careful. A wise smoothie is small and primarily contains the beneficial fruit, like berries, with water and maybe a handful of spinach, avoiding added sugars or large amounts of high-sugar bananas. The tart cherry juice concentrate is also an excellent option, as it requires no chewing and delivers a powerful nutritional punch. Another important adaptation involves travel. When you are away from home, the temptation to grab convenient processed snacks is high. A wise travel plan includes packing dried, unsweetened fruit like tart cherries, or keeping a small shelf-stable bottle of quality concentrated juice. Preparing a small bag of almonds or walnuts to pair with the fruit is also key. This ensures you maintain the healthy fat buffer and don't rely on airport vending machine chaos. Finally, we must talk about hydration for those who are on certain medications or have specific health conditions that restrict fluid intake. Always consult your healthcare provider regarding liquid consumption, but the fundamental principle remains: avoid sugary, caffeinated drinks in the evening and focus on small, consistent sips of plain water earlier in the night. Remember, even minor dehydration can impact the focus and function of your eyes. The core message of primetime wisdom is that small, manageable efforts, consistently applied, lead to profound long-term results. By understanding why the processed snack is a mistake and how the fruit works overnight, you gain the confidence to make the right choice, regardless of circumstance. This is not about following a rigid diet. This is about establishing a foundational ritual of self-care. You are choosing to actively support your memory and vision, the two senses most vital to enjoying a vibrant, independent life. Now, we come to the most critical part of this hour, the call to action. You have the knowledge, it's time to apply it. You now know the 5 damaging nightly mistakes and the 5 simple, powerful fruit swaps that can reverse that damage. You understand the science, how anthocyanins clear brain fog, how melatonin supports memory consolidation, and how lutein protects your sight. Knowledge without action is merely intellectual curiosity. The true mark of wisdom is application. We challenge you to implement just dime 1 dime asterisk of these swaps tonight. If your biggest mistake is reaching for a sugary dessert, make the swap to a small handful of frozen grapes or blueberries. If your struggle is restless sleep, commit to a small serving of tart cherry juice concentrate tonight, consumed 90 minutes before your head hits the pillow. Do this for 7 nights. Observe the difference in your morning clarity. Notice how much easier it is to recall names or details from the previous day. Feel the subtle improvement in your focus. These small, daily improvements compound quickly. If you found the detailed, evidence-based approach we took in this hour valuable, and if you are ready to cut through the noise and embrace the practical advice that leads to a wiser, more vibrant life, please like this video. Your support helps us dedicate the time and resources needed to research and deliver this kind of profound information for those in their prime years. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to ensure you receive our future insights on health, purpose, and legacy. This is your prime time. Use this simple ritual to protect your most precious assets, your mind and your sight. Take this knowledge and use it as a tool to ensure that every day you wake up sharper, clearer, and ready to embrace the wisdom that only comes with age. The final piece of wisdom is understanding the mental shift required to sustain this habit. Changing years of nightly routine is tough. It's not just about the fruit, it's about conquering inertia and the powerful pull of old cravings. When that urge for the sugary, processed snack hits tonight, don't try to suppress it with sheer willpower. That rarely works. Instead, employ the wisdom of substitution. The moment you think of the old mistake, immediately visualize the benefit of the new choice. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't eat the cookies," think, "I am choosing the blueberries because they clean my brain while I sleep." Frame it as an act of proactive self-respect, not deprivation. You are choosing nourishment over temporary gratification. Another powerful technique is environmental control. Make the new choice the path of least resistance. Keep the tempting processed snacks out of the house entirely. Instead, keep your chosen fruit readily visible and pre-portioned in the refrigerator. If the blueberries are washed and sitting in a small appealing dish, you are much more likely to choose them than if you have to prepare them from scratch when the craving is strongest. Remember the synergistic effect. When you make the first wise choice, the fruit swap, it makes the second wise choice, turning off the screen, easier. The gentle compounds in the fruit are already beginning to signal calm to your system, reducing the stress and anxiety that often drive late-night emotional eating. This commitment to nighttime wisdom is a long-term investment. Just as memory and vision decline subtly over decades, their protection works subtly and consistently over time. You may not notice a massive shift after one night, but after 3 months of consistent application, you will feel the difference in your energy, your clarity, and your resilience. Embrace this nightly ritual not as a chore, but as the final, peaceful, and potent action you take each day to honor your future self. You are creating a legacy of health, ensuring your prime years are defined by wisdom, vitality, and clear focus.